Good day. Today, so I'm going to do some video review, actually on more toward on the solar education section. Okay. If you go to our website under in the solar power mark on the solar education section, you will find out actually there is a very comprehensive regarding solar power, how you use solar power. Basically, that section that is we designed for our customer or people that want to self-learning, okay, some sort of like self-learning, online training, and online education on solar power. Okay, from time to time we always edit some material inside there for you to for you to study and for you to learn. Okay, today what I'm going to do is more toward new tools that you can use in solar power. Let's say if you have an Android phone or iPhone, okay, what you can do is actually, for example, for Android phone, you can go to an Android market. For iPhone, probably you can go to the App Store, alright. What you do is once you go to the Android market or App Store, you just do a search, like for example, do a search on solar power, and you will find out actually there are plenty of apps, okay, application that will help you, doing solar power. For example, in this Android market, if you type solar power, you will see there is a plenty of apps available, okay, regarding solar power. But of course, I'm not gonna go through all of it. We will find out some is very useful, and some probably is not really helpful at all. Okay, so I'm not going to go to one by one, but I just roughly will point out what is a useful apps, especially in this area. Okay, for instance, I'll probably just to choose the solar rated, okay, one of this, okay. One of this app I will say that this is one of the best app you can use for your solar power requirement, okay. You can read the information and things like that lah. Then after that, you figure out this is the apps that you want, especially in the solar power side. Probably you can download to your Android phone and start to play around with it. Okay, I already have it with me. Is actually this is one of the Android phone, Adele Street. All right. What I'm gonna do is actually probably I will show you this how these apps work. Okay. Alright, can you see it clearly? Alright, that's good. Okay. This is solar rated. That is installed in my mobile phone. Okay, it takes some time for this guy to load up because the Dell Street CPU is quite weak and the memory is not very good. Okay, when you turn on the solar rated, you can see that it's very easy to use and it's also step by step. For example, location step 1 basically is use GPS or Wi-Fi or internet to determine your location. For example, this is the location where you want to install PV or solar panel. You want to detect how many sunlight you can get in this certain location. What you do is actually you can use the detect button. Okay, it help you to detect where is your latitude and longitude. All right. So for example, we already got that here. Okay, then you just need to hold it. All right. Once you hold it, they already determine your location. Then next step you doing on the orientation. Okay, orientation basically is things like, for example, how you tilt your panel, how you install your PV, your solar panel, or and how the sun rise up. All this they will do the calculation for you. All right. So for example, I'm just gonna do this. For example, this is the PV. Okay. I'm gonna put it something like that, but of course this is not practical because when you do put it like that, it's something that more than like 60 degree. Okay, but of course just let you can have look at it. So I'm not gonna put it something like that so you can't see. So let's say I'll just put it like that for you to so that you can see it. Okay, let's just detect it. Okay, now right now it's about 60, 64, 60. Right, coming to 67 degree tilted. Okay, let's just hold this. Okay, once you hold it, then we can calculate the solar radiation. Okay, get the value. So okay, yeah, this is not something that is useful if you put your panel like that. Okay, let's say in this location, the way we install our PV like this, okay, we only get about 2.8 kilowatt hour meter square per day. All right, Then you can, the last step is like, for example, you want to calculate like, let's say how many unit of power you are going to use it. Let's say we just put it, let's say 1000, 10,000, okay? And it will let you know, like for example, your solar production efficiency, but no one get 100%. Most of it you probably only get 70%, and then, alright, the system efficiency 80% and things like that. Okay, just calculate. Press the calculate button. Oops. Okay. It basically will tell you that what is the minimum solar panel require, and you know how much energy you save and things like that. You know how green can it be and things like that. So this is one of the very useful apps for those people that is out there. They want to doing solar power and they're not sure about that certain location, how much sunlight you can get and things like that. This is one of the apps that help you to solve the problem. Okay. Second app I'm going to talk about is actually a shaded, alright. From last time, they always, when we do a VIPV or we do in the on-grid solar power, like for example, right now it's very hot, is the FIT, feed-in tariff. One of the two that you must have is always the pathfinder, okay? You want to figure out what is the shed and things like that, breaking the, you know, the shed, let's say the tree, the building blocking your PV and things like that. Last time we need to climb up to the roof and using the pathfinder and, you know, draw a graph and things like that, and then bring back to the office and put in the computer and do the calculation. Oh, those are very tedious. But these days, what you can do is you go to these apps. We call it the solar shading, okay? If you go to this app, there has a YouTube video. You can go through and watch the YouTube video yourself, and I think the guy already showed you how easy to use the apps and how comprehensive it's going to be. I'm not going to go in detail because this particular app is already in the YouTube video, and they will show you the detail how you use it. But of course, this app is not free. It's pay apps, but compared to the price of the Pathfinder, this is very cheap because this only, I think, is 14 US. Yeah, 14 US. Compared to Pathfinder, you're talking about quite a lot of money. Yeah. Okay. Then what apps I want to talk about is actually yes. For those guys, let's say you have. Want to study regarding this. I'm just going to go back to my my phone. Okay. For those who doing electronics, actually, when you want to determine what is your power loss, you know, your voltage drop because of the wrong solar cable that you're using. For example, I think this is a common mistake that most PV installed in Malaysia always got problem, is because they're always using the wrong cable. I've been talking about this very long time and no one really care about it. Okay, this is one of the apps. We call it this this app. Let me show it one more time for you. Okay, this is under the Electrodroid. Okay, this app here, Electrodroid. Okay, it's a very useful app. Basically, it's just like a Bible for electronics. You can, you know, figure out what calculation you want to do. All right. But what I'm going to show you is just the voltage drop calculation. This is a very useful app. All right. For example, okay, you can put in the wire size, how many meters square. Let's say you put it 2.5 mm square, DC load 10 meter. All right. And what is your PV voltage? Let's say your PV voltage is 17 V. Okay. And let's say is a 50 watt panel, you put it roughly about 3A, okay? Alright, straight away it will tell you that, let's say for 10 meter wire, alright, 10 meter wire, okay, you're using like, you know, 50 watt, what kind of voltage drop, alright? Here it shows about 2.5%. Probably you can't see it very clearly. What you can do is actually go to those apps and, you know, download the apps and test it out yourself. Okay. I probably will just stop from here because there are so many apps out there. I don't think I can cover all. But of course, from time to time, just drop by at the Android market and have a look and see what kind of apps is you know, suitable for your application. Like for example, how to determine the sun and things like that. Yeah. But for conclusion, I would just want to stress this. Okay. You will see all this app is possible, okay? It's because of, you know, the people who wrote the apps, okay? But of course, I would say that this is possible in, solar power and IT. This is one of the information technology that we have on our hand now. Like for example, small devices like this, can do solar much better compared to 10 years, 20 years ago. I would say this is possible. This happening is not just because of Google, Android, that make it happen, all right? Or the solar company wrote the app that make it happen. But what really making it happen, I would say that is a person that is visionary. He have thought of, you don't need a computer. You just need a mobile phone, a smartphone, a phone that is also a computer, also a communication device, also can, do everything in once, all right? I would say that we should dedicate and give all the credit to this person. The person is legendary Mr. Steve Jobs. I say that is Steve Jobs. Without a Steve Jobs, his visionary, I don't think this is possible. Yeah. So all the credit to him. I think you are the one of the best. All right. Even in the solar power area, you have helped us greatly. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks for watching.